Shannon Ryan stated in a YouTube video that he downloaded the second week of August that Leila Cavett was a natural witch and he hexed her. He hexed her to be homeless and for people to try to take her son from her, and she would remain hexed until she returned everything that she took from him. Now he's hexed to a jail cell for kidnapping plus other charges, and Leila is still missing. Did the magic man cause her disappearance? This is a look into the dark abyss of Leila's disappearance through the eyes of strangers. Leila Cavett, 21 years old, has been missing since last month when her 2-year-old son Kamden was found wandering alone in Miramar, Florida. According to authorities, a license plate reader showed Leila's white GMC pickup truck was in the parking lot of a Walmart near Hollywood Boulevard on July 27th. Authorities set up surveillance of the truck, and on July 28th, Shannon Ryan approached the truck with the keys in hand. Shannon told authorities he had known Leila since around January 2019 and said she was coming to Florida to sell him her truck. He said he paid $3,000 for this truck. Shannon also said Leila met him at the racetrack gas station on July 25th and said Leila and her son went with him to Fort Lauderdale Beach that day in his Lexus. The three returned to the gas station, and Shannon said Leila and her son left in a dark sedan with several men around 2:30 a.m. on July 26th. He said it was the last time he saw her. Surveillance footage did not show Leila leaving the gas station in a dark sedan, and surveillance footage from the area where Kamden was found showed a vehicle consistent with Shannon Ryan's Lexus in front of the apartment complex minutes before Kamden was found. Shannon's Lexus is very distinguishable because it has a missing front bumper. Surveillance video from the racetrack gas station shows Shannon's car leaving the gas station at 8:15 a.m. that morning and returning at 8:38 a.m., which is consistent with the time frame in which Kamden was abandoned and then recovered. Cell phone records show Shannon Ryan's phone was using a tower in the area where Kamden was abandoned at the same time he was abandoned, and his car was seen on video surveillance. It was stated that employees at the racetrack gas station recalled seeing toys in their dumpster as well as clothing that Leila had worn. Shannon Ryan had also been using a debit card belonging to Leila at the racetrack and Walmart, and records show he purchased Hefty Strong 39-gallon extra-large trash drawstring bags, 2 boxes of extra-strength carpet odor eliminator, and advanced strength duct tape. FBI officials said Leila Cavett, who had been previously living in Georgia, came down to Florida on July 24th with a photo showing her at a Cracker Barrel in Vero Beach. The next day, July 25th, she was seen in Fort Lauderdale Beach and Los Olios areas during the day and at racetrack gas station in Hollywood that night. Shannon Ryan was arrested by the FBI after he claimed he was the last person to see Leila Cavett. Shannon Ryan was initially facing 2 counts of lying to law enforcement. He now has been charged with 1 count of kidnapping, accused of taking and then abandoning Kamden, Leila's son. They also said that on a Google search on Shannon Ryan's phone, it showed, "What days does commercial garbage pick up for Hollywood, Florida? And does bleach and alcohol make chloroform?" In an hour-long video posted to Facebook on August 9th, Shannon Ryan shared his account of how he knew the missing mother. We will show you a little bit of the clip, but we're not persuaded by his prolonged mind games and his childish antics.
6, 7, 8 months go by. Me and Leila make contact at a good frequency. See, because you can't fuck with me. When I said I was a mastermind, I didn't stutter, and then I back it up. So whoever the FBI think that they got is smarter than me, they can get a whole team together. Because I told you the truth. And if you don't want to accept the truth, that's not my fault. I could give a fuck less. Huh. And you can make up whatever fantasy or whatever you think that you know in your mind from whatever you read or from whatever you interpreted or from whatever you got from the good Lord. I could give a fuck less. I'm right here. And I ain't running from shit. I ain't running from a motherfucking thing. So now if you think I'm guilty, come get me. If anybody think I'm guilty, come fuck with me. But keep my name out your mouth. Put some respect on it. Know who you pronounce it. Know what you pronounce it. Where did you get that name from? Who taught you how to pronounce that? Keep playing with me. You don't know what I know. You only know what I tell you. Let's talk about that. All right? So while some of y'all want to play like you want to get famous or play like you want to play with me, like you're standing toe to toe with me, know what energy you playing with, too. Yeah, I said it. Now, with that being said, anybody else feel like I'm guilty? I can give a fuck less. You need evidence that say I'm guilty. Your words don't mean shit. They don't stand up in court. Only truth stands up in court. Yeah, and truth takes eyewitnesses. So now I tell the FBI to get all their cameras together that I pointed at, and I told them to look at so they could verify my innocence. Because my innocence is the only thing that I have to stand on. The only thing I got to do is tell them where my whereabouts were, where I was located. That's all I'm concerned about. You know, at this time, when they came to me interviewing me as if I'm a witness. But now they treated me like a suspect. Oh, you want to go visit people from my past and go knock on my family and say he kidnapped someone or he murdered her or she got to be murdered because he's missing. See, so you treated me like a suspect. So now I'm going to act like a suspect too. I ain't going to act like no witness. So don't come ask me a motherfucking thing. Don't ask me shit. Because you wanted to ask me, when I called the FBI officer, he would have talked to me. He blew me off. He didn't want to talk. He wanted to play these motherfucking games. Okay, then I got some motherfucking games I want to play too. It's called Kiss.
He will have plenty people kissing his rear end now. Shannon is obviously running nowhere, either to the mess hall for dinner or running away from his cellmate. I guess he pulled the wool over the FBI's eyes now, didn't he? Sounds like a narcissist to me, full of himself. Shannon Ryan claimed that he met Leila to buy her truck on July 25th, and while he was with her at the gas station in Hollywood, she left abruptly. Shannon has not been shy about posting his whereabouts on social media, like the Southland Shopping Center in Fort Lauderdale on Thursday night. Search my whereabouts. Look at who I talked to. I mean, you're gonna find out you wasted your time, said Shannon Ryan. Ryan appeared before a judge just before noon on Monday, August 17th, 2020. He will remain behind bars until his detention hearing. In one of his videos, he talks about when he first met Leila. He said one night, Leila came knocking on his door during a thunderstorm. He lived in a county road in Muscascolas, Alabama. She was pushing a buggy with her things, including her small child. He said they took her in. He stated they reconnected, and she had agreed to meet him in Florida to sell her truck to him. Who is Shannon Ryan, other than being the last person to see Leila Cavett before her disappearance? Roughly 65% of the population of the United States considers themselves Christians. So when the media added the words witch doctor in the description of Shannon Ryan, it was somewhat misleading and very confusing to the Christian population. After researching Mr. Ryan's belief system, he practices several different beliefs. He does call himself a witch, but he also practices Kamden, Tantrum, and self-proclaimed Kundalini, master and a Cherka healer and balancer. Try saying that 10 times. Each one of these beliefs are individual beliefs within itself, but what do they teach is peace, love, balance, and to control one's ego, which Mr. Shannon Ryan has failed miserably at. He combines the beliefs with the New Age concepts, which is very popular for the young generations, and he has developed a huge following on his multiple social media pages, but it seems he does not practice what he preaches. He puts himself in the spotlight intentionally, portraying Leila has been a bad mom and a thief on the video he made about her. The master of self-righteousness, metaphysical occult guru is now tasting the sobering reality of a jail cell, but has not said where she is. It is also gaining him recognition in the Laura Domas case. Lauren, who disappeared from Cape Coral, Florida, just a little over 2-hour drive from Hollywood, where Leila's truck was found. Lauren has been missing for 2 months, and there are no answers about her disappearance. It has been stated Lauren is a member of the Lightworkers Facebook group that he is also in. No further information has been released if there were any contact between the both of them. After Shannon Ryan's arrest, he agreed to speak to the FBI this past weekend. He told them he doesn't recall what he put in the dumpster, nor the size of the items. The interview was recorded. Shannon approached the racetrack dumpster between 5 and 8 a.m. and placed several items inside. The items came from Leila's truck, inside from the bed area. He made multiple trips back and forth, and the items were both small and large in size. Employees at the racetrack noted that they saw floral pants similar to the ones last worn by her, as well as children's toys inside. The FBI did seize the dumpster. Those items were disposed at the Raceway gas station over the weekend. Leila's family needs answers. Little Kamden needs his mommy. Please, if anyone has information on Leila's whereabouts or Shannon Ryan's actions the last week in July of this year, is urged to contact the Miramar Police Department at 954-602-4000 or call the Hollywood Police Department at 954-764-4357 or 954-967-4411. Information can also be given to Crime Stoppers at 954-493-8477 or call 911. We are still praying for Leila's safe return and sending positive energy to her family, especially her son Kamden. May peace be with you all. For further updates on Leila Cavett's case or the prosecution of Shannon Ryan, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page or our private group. Remember, some sort of truth remains in a lie.